What is the connection between anger and skin conditions such as psoriasis and eczema? And what the symptoms of anger look like? So this is what I'm going to cover in today's video. My name is Poindrila, and if you are interested in more such topics, in more such videos covering topics such as anger and how to manage it so that it does not manifest in the form of skin diseases such as psoriasis and eczema, then give this video a thumbs up. And that is the only way for me to know that you would like to see more such videos. So, and I also finished my 6 weeks detox program, which was designed to help people with psoriasis and eczema relieve the symptoms as well as get cured for a lifetime. So in this program, I discovered that most people struggle with one aspect of the 6-step process that I teach in order to let go of negative emotions trapped in the body and therefore get healed. So I'm going to share more about that aspect that they struggle with, and I'm planning to create a masterclass around that. It's going to be a 2 to 3 hour live masterclass. So if you would like to know more, then stay till the end of the video and you'll get to know the details. So now coming back to the topic of the connection between anger and stress and psoriasis and skin conditions is that in the first video that I ever made about this topic, some people took to it immediately. They understood the psychosomatic nature of psoriasis and eczema, and some people couldn't quite get the link between anger and psoriasis, which I understand. The only reason I did not have trouble establishing that link when my doctor told me that the only way you can get cured is by getting rid of anger is because I had been aware of the psychosomatic nature of psoriasis, which means that the conflicts and the stress and the anger in the mind creates all the disease in the body. This applies for any disease, and therefore I was aware of this concept, and I also was self-aware to know that I had anger, which I had been carrying for a long time. So I did not have to A, ask him for the connection, and B, ask him for the steps, because I was already doing this process for a while. And when he told me that there is no other way apart from releasing anger, then I just accelerated the process. So but I understand why some other people may struggle to see the link, and that's why I'm creating this video. I'm going to share with you some of the symptoms, because most people technically think of anger as yelling or losing their temper, but then there are many subtle and behavioral symptoms of anger, such as I'll refer to a chart. Actually, I shared 3 such charts for different negative emotions inside the program, and I've created one more for my email subscribers, and I'm going to flash it on the screen briefly. So if you want to get more such detailed emails, then you can sign up for my email list. It's going to be in the description box below. So I'll go over some feelings, negative feelings, and how they manifest in our bodies and in our behavior, and what are the accompanying thoughts and phrases, which may be conscious or subconscious, mostly subconscious. But before that, I wanted to say that when I say anger, especially in my dictionary, all negative feelings are derivatives or derived from or other sides of the same coin of anger. So for example, shame and guilt. Anger is usually at someone else. Shame and guilt is anger directed at yourself, if you think about it. Then there is sadness, which is usually anger at the world in general for not having met your expectations or life being unfair to you because you have a skin condition. So generally it arises from unmet expectations, unfairness of the world. And then sadness is a little more vulnerable, and then after a point I think sadness becomes anger. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. And then the list goes on for jealousy, loneliness, anxiety, stress, all of those things. The list goes on. I really see them as different forms of not having expectations met, and that for some looks like sadness, for some it looks like anger, but anyway, overall effect on your body is the same, because your body cannot distinguish between one emotion to another. It only feels certain things, and I explain all that inside the program, but maybe some other video too. So the way I look at it is everything is a form of anger, even stress. So let's look at some emotions. Shame, that often looks like hiding from others. Another aspect is overcompensating, people pleasing, and then there is being self-critical. Physical symptoms: flushed skin, sweating, stomach problems, nausea, trembling, weakness in the body. Frequent thoughts and phrases are, I'm not good enough, everyone can see how flawed I am, I don't deserve to be happy. Then there is anger. Obvious thing that we think of is snapping and yelling, which is also one of the symptoms. Then there is frustration, getting irritated at the drop of a hat, and impulsivity. That means reckless behavior, reckless decisions, and harsh decisions. So physical symptoms: increased heart rate, obviously, blood pressure, tension muscles, clenched fists and jaw. So if you're watching this right now and you feel like your fists or your jaws are clenched, that you can notice that. Then flushed face, shaking, headache, and thoughts are, this isn't fair, I can't stand this, they are doing this on purpose. Like you feel the whole world is against you. I recognize with the last one. I used to, not anymore. Then loneliness, and that looks obviously like withdrawing from social situations, wanting to connect but not reaching out. This is very common amongst people who have loneliness. They want others to care about them, but because of their behavior, such as declining bites, not showing up, cancelling plans, most people on the other end who have invited them, they think that this person doesn't want to hang out with them, but that's not the case. So anyway, this is a very common symptom, common behavior dynamic that I have noticed. I had it myself too. And then self-doubt, feeling unworthy. What that looks like in your body can be fatigue, low energy, disrupted sleep, body aches, tightness in chest or throat. And thoughts or phrases are, no one cares about me, I'll always be alone, and I don't fit in anywhere. Now, understand these thoughts and phrases are subconscious for most people, and there is a way to get to them, which I teach inside the program. But some people are aware of it, some people are not aware of it, and maybe sometimes I have to bring it up, and then they're like, yeah, that's a thought I have had, but they don't realize that's a very dominant thought that they have. Okay, and so if any of these things are resonating, let me know in the comments below. And other symptoms that I have noticed in others is technically like some addiction. So whether that's addiction to their work, addiction to perfectionism, to being perfect, to have everything in order before they can even make take a step or try something out. It has to be perfect. Addiction to TV, web series, social media, food, unhealthy eating habits, shopping addiction, travel addiction. These are all derivatives of anger. I have noticed people who have this, by the way, like these addictions, they're also very angry people. So now if you're not understanding where is the link, let me know in the comments. I'll try to elaborate further with some other examples or metaphors. Now, if you've recognized through these symptoms, or in general, if you were already aware of the fact that you carried anger, then that's good, because now you're aware and you can do something about it. It's not that like you can't change it. That's what I used to think, that I am prone to an angry temperament and this is going to be how I will be for the rest of my life, because I really tried. Because here's the thing, like telling someone don't be angry is not going to help them. Like they already know it's not good for them, because most people who end up snapping or yelling, I would imagine, I used to do that, I used to feel bad later on. I used to feel ashamed. So it's not that these people are not aware after they've done something in their anger. They're not aware. It's just that they don't know how to go about changing it. And so how you actually change it is, first of all, recognize where that is in your body, right? And then you release it, because you can't clean your room if you don't know where the dirt is. And how will you clean it? Where will you go to clean it? So this is why this is step number one, like one of the steps of step number one. So that is why I plan to teach this in the masterclass, because I won't be releasing my full program until next year. So this way you can start on your healing journey this year. You don't have to wait until next year to do the whole program. And also you can walk away in the 2 to 3 hours locating exactly where the negative emotions are held in your body, and you can do that. So this is what the program is going to be, the masterclass is going to be about. And if you want to get started before next year, and if you also want to get a feel of this work that I do, the somatic approach, the physical release, if you see this is resonating, this is something that is of interest to you, then sign up for the interest list. The link for that is going to be in the description box below. Let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to mention. Yeah, so like I had mentioned in the beginning that most people struggle with it, and I totally get it. I struggled with it for the longest time. So yeah, that's why I've decided to create a masterclass around it, so that we can go deeper and do exercises just focused on feeling the body. Most people are not able to feel the body, and that way you get time also to practice this before the program opens up, in case you want to do the full program next year. So yeah, this program is independent of that. Whether or not you do the program doesn't matter. You will be able to get one step ahead and be able to locate where the negative emotions, the anger lies in your body. Because like I said, until you know where to clean, you wouldn't know where to get started. Like if you don't know where you're headed, then where will you drive to? So you need to locate it in your body. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions or comments, and as always, I look forward to reading them. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.